as soon as today, I'm trying to be the first one to buy a ticket just to prove her wrong. I love a good challenge, and she challenged me. Location. Yeah, that's the challenge.
Okay,
I have to be there on time, so I told her I was gonna help
on
set
time
up
and right location. Help set up too. You?
Sometimes I bit a little more. I can chew.
Oh, okay.
But
that was definitely a reach. I'll be straight before
Yeah, she challenged me, so now I got to live up to it. But again, I have the pleasure. You have the pleasure as well of meeting playwriter. Super funny dude as well. My favorite character is Dirty Red.
The one you never met.
Yeah. I didn't meet him till after the play, but still a great guy.
He was at the play.
No, missed the whole scene. Missed the whole scene.
You made the scene though upon entry.
I was trying not to.
Yep, it made one.
Yeah, I was trying not to.
All you seen was lights.
Yeah.
And a door open.
I came a little
Everybody
bit late.
turned around like, oh, there's a latecomer.
God bless you. Sorry. But we have Brother Andrew here, man.
Yes, welcome.
Yeah. Authentic handcuff. Yeah. Welcome to our Praying Podcast. Welcome to the show. You and your lovely wife. We also have cast members. And then we have this lady next to me.
The official voice for everybody.
I wouldn't say
but
that.
But if we can we get everyone to actually introduce themselves?
Yes.
I know we just had a slight introduction, but we'll start over here.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Talika. I'm the wife.
I'm the most important person in this play.
She goes. Already. Main character energy.
My name is Celeste Sears. However, I play the most important person in the world in this stage play. I play Brandon's mother, and my character's name is Victoria.
Okay.
The first fiance.
Oh, the first one.
Talk, bird.
Clock it.
Talk your talk.
I mean, we know who you are, but who you are.
So I'm Brandon McNair. In the play, I play Anthony.
Okay.
The one and only son.
Okay.
So that's
the
it.
best son in the world.
That's it. I'm a ride for my
I'm
bird.
a little upset you didn't give him a name that.
Tongue twister.
Yeah. Like that would have been great. Like, this your thing, man. This your thing.
You got it. It's all
Caesar or something like that. You can't see that. I'm the son. You ain't got to know my name. Come see it.
I'm just here.
We know who you are. We're gonna skip you.
We are not, but
we new characters.
Yeah, but you're still.
You are a character. She are a character.
You're the nurse. Right, I'm about to say you're
I'm voice 2.
Character in
the
real
one
life.
driving.
Wow.
Gave specific directions for me not to say anything.
God bless you.
I am Rachel.
Obedience is better than
and I am the stage manager for Blended Family Productions.
And I won't say because your face definitely is.
I play the doctor too.
By the way,
I mainly function as the stage manager. So whatever Talika and Andrew needs, I do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
I keep all them in check.
Big facts.
Okay. Keep it check.
Big facts.
And next we have.
So I'm the one that's actually the most important person in
Okay.
the whole play. I'm the wife. I'm Nikki.
Okay.
AKA my name is Chinese Hayes. What up, y'all? Hello.
Pop-Tart.
She just jealous. It's okay. Everybody want to be
You
me,
say it's
alright.
still.
It's okay.
I mean, you only living her life, I guess.
You only live in her life. That writer is messy.
Gotta be a
And then we have.
Oh, my boy.
Okay, clear that throat.
Baby daddy, come on. Come on.
Okay. See, she always rushing me.
Why are we together now?
But that's how the baby got here, right?
But no, my name is Jason Sims, and in the play, I play her ex.
Why you getting all
Okay,
Boy, God.
He want that whole thing back. You know who I am.
X everything.
3-4 Suave. Okay.
Yeah, wait a
My name in
minute.
the play is Greg.
Greg, he had to read his notes.
And he don't play
My name is Greg.
Yeah.
No, that's what's up.
Absolutely.
B, what is Andrew's wife's name again?
Here go this got that. It's Talika. I always say Talita. That's just easier. It's just so
You
easy.
added extra letters,
It's just
sir.
it did. It just rolled off the tongue like that.
Oh, we know. We know.
He introduced me to her. He said, "My name is Talika." Oh, something totally different. We told me.
That's what you said.
Yeah, she said, "I know. I had to check her." No, that's what's up.
That's just the way that
It's my birth defect.
So
It's a birth defect.
Oh, okay.
correct him because of
It's a
You
birth defect.
understand it's a handicap. It's a handicap.
That's true. She thought that that's just how he said her name because
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She let
Oh,
it
you just
ride.
don't know how to comprehend.
Yeah, she let it ride. She said, "Well,
I'm not gonna correct him. It's okay.
how you get this autistic boy to act? You're so good. That man's so good.
Pure talent.
Good talent.
oh, that was funny.
Oh man. Hey, well, we gonna go straight into the first question. First
Yes.
question will be,
Yes, we do have questions.
Andrew. This goes to you, brother. Where do you pull your inspiration to write?
Oh, that's dope.
Actually, just my own personal life experiences.
Okay.
It's kind of where it comes from.
Okay.
And I think we all go through stuff for a reason. And I try not to put too much of my own business out there. And I kind of try to evaluate life in general and be like, okay, well, who else will go through this? Or who else will
Yeah,
do this?
yeah.
It won't be like,
Okay.
it's all about me. So it just kind of just my environment where what I see and
Making
just
it
trying to help people in what I'm doing. So that's
Very
just kinda where it
relatable.
That's dope. Yeah, because that was going to be
I was gonna say, that was a
my
follow-up
next question
question.
too. Like, how close to home does these stories hit?
Yeah.
Because the blended family, seeing that play, the part I saw.
Oh,
Okay.
when you came in.
When I came in, the
Yeah.
part I saw,
Yeah.
it was very detailed in the characters, right? To where, if this was a series, of course, movies and series are different. A series, you more so have the time to build a character. It seemed like from the play, what I saw, the character building was already there, and it was like, okay, where is dude pulling this from? Like, isn't he a baby mama? Like, who is he? Which one is he? Is he the husband? Is he the baby dad? Is he the son? Like you know what I mean?
which one
But
really are you?
how close to your real life is this?
That's so funny because it's probably almost all them characters
You
you
said
just
every-
said.
all
Because
blended into
I'm
blended
a
family.
son.
Okay.
Then I'm also a husband. I guess you said I'm also a baby daddy.
Okay.
I try
Now
to
is
be that.
the, now
I
is
try
the
to
baby
be that.
daddy and the husband all in one, or
It was mixed.
Okay.
Because we had two of them. We had a husband, then we had
Right,
a baby
and a
daddy.
baby- okay.
So it was kind of I guess it could have been both.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It could have been both.
That's what's up.
Now, how long have you been writing?
Been started like when I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Okay.
Started doing like little skits and stuff like that. Me and my sister, my cousin, we did a funeral for a pencil. So that's where it first started.
Come on,
It was called
funeral for a pencil?
funeral for a pencil. The pencil was broke, and we had a funeral over the pencil.
Really?
Nah, that's funny.
I'm with it. You gotta
I
start
gotta see if I can
somewhere.
find that skit.
Yeah, you definitely
You gave the eulogy, the sharpener.
I did.
Come here today, burying our brother. Number 2.
Next to it, it was broken.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today. Not the one, but the two.
That was a double.
I never
make
knew
sure
that, bro.
bury both parts.
Wow.
No, that's what's up.
That's
That's definitely
funny.
what's up.
So that's technically the first script you ever wrote?
It was a part of like a yep. I guess you can say that.
Okay.
It wasn't wrote on paper, but I was like, no, I'm gonna say this. You do this. All right, you ready? Hit play, and then that's how it went. But
Okay. So what was the very first like big production that you wanted to do? What was that first script?
He turned it. It was a play called He Turned It, which is I did that in 2014.
I'm sure that wasn't a church play at all, right?
It was. Name like the original. We actually had our own song.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yep. So we try to do original stuff. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. No, that's really dope. That's okay. Chinese.
Oh,
Chinese.
Chocolate cherish. Chocolate
Like
cherish. Cherry.
say her name, but I'm gonna ask the question.
Chinese.
Chinese.
Cha.
Like cha.
Chinese. Like the chai. Like
Cha.
Like cha.
yeah.
Yes.
What
Like
makes that so
chai tea.
funny though?
Kind of like it's spelled. CHA.
You know,
It's not my
okay.
Kind of like it's spelled.
What makes it funny?
Your enunciation is
Like
just making
Pam.
it sound like.
Are you saying Pan or Pam? Pan?
He had a Brandon moment.
Exactly.
He's rubbing off.
It's contagious.
But yeah,
It is. It really is.
It's Chinese. Like
yeah.
the way it's spelled.
That's funny. That is funny.
I didn't mean any sarcasm.
How close? No, I didn't take it that way. How close is your character to you in real life?
Ooh, she is me.
Okay. So it didn't take you much.
It took me just enough to, like, when I get a script, I normally read the whole book probably 2-3 times because I want to know the whole story.
Yeah.
I want to understand, like, my mom. I want to understand whoever is connected to me.
Yeah.
How is that relationship connected, right?
Okay.
And how do I play that role?
Mm-hmm.
When I went through the script, you know, I was married 20 years and I had been in an abusive relationship, and so having this one behind me, that the screaming matching
was
we
just-
had, that was actually a reality of a conversation
You
that
were-
I had with my
So
real-
you were the abuser?
yeah. he
How
was
close
the-
was you? I smacked her last week, brother. Trade on thin ice. Wait a minute.
Now don't make me use my backhand now.
Hold on.
Let me clarify.
Don't let the light skin fool you, brother.
Wait.
He's not gonna do that.
Repeat that, please.
The man said what he said.
Thank you, because this man, I swear these two feel like they're not light skinned.
Nah, I'm here with the cast.
Get
Oh, you're not part of this. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
he's not light skinned
I'm
now because he
casting
been
crew.
outside working.
Casting crew.
So you said you were married for 20 years, or you're married for 20 years? I'm
I
sorry.
was married for 20
You was married for
Okay,
20
yes.
years.
And that was your abusive
Yeah,
relationship.
you know, and so a lot of stuff, you know, I have 2 daughters. I mean, I have 2 children. I have a daughter and a son, so I got a daughter in the play.
Okay, yeah.
I was married, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I had started dating, not anymore, but it's just one of them things where everything that I read about Nikki
It started.
to resonate to where me and his scene was really emotional for me. And that was an actual conversation I actually had with my ex-husband.
Wow.
Spit on, and we had this whole
Jesus.
whole back and forth, and it was just not realizing.
You
know,
said no, I didn't really.
No,
Yeah.
but just not realizing that I was mentally abused in my relationship, my marriage, and so having that scene, it
brought out
it's
that real
taunting.
emotion. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
wow.
very taunting. And so, but I will say this, to the grace of God, every time I rehearsed that scene, it was a healing for me as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm
Oh,
not
that's
here no
great.
more.
That's great.
Are you?
That
Do
was
you
that
guys
one scene we got
know?
real quiet in rehearsal.
What's
like,
the correlation between you two?
Yeah, we let you.
Me and,
Yeah, let you
Chinese?
Yes.
We actually met in my last production.
Yeah, I was in church.
Church
Okay.
people.
So how long ago was that?
That was last year.
Oh, so did you know her backstory?
Before you wrote the script. So it
Wow.
So did you
Even church
audition
people.
for it?
No, she
And-
had an audition.
You just automatically gave her that role, but not knowing
Not
that
knowing.
Not
was
knowing.
her story.
Honestly, that kind of be my prayer. My wife would tell you that kind of be my prayer. Like, I want to write authentic in the sense of to the point where if I don't want to know what people is going through, but God give it to me that I can write, and they were like, well, how you know that? And it was
okay,
just,
you've been in my. Where have you been?
She said
You've
it
been
was like at
talking
least
to.
3 people for sure I have worked with have said that, like, bro, how
Your script
did
is
you?
dead
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's really how I write, and I
Okay.
think that's what make it.
It's I have a book, and I thought he read my book, and then he did.
And then he did the play like this.
Andrew, like this one, how you gonna read my book? Do this right here in front of my face?
We're gonna give you a chance. We're gonna give you a chance to clarify, because we know we said abuse, and we don't take that lightly at all. I know we laugh, but abuse is not something we don't condone that here. We don't. So let's clarify.
On the right day. Okay, I'm joking.
But yeah, go ahead and clarify for us your character and how did it
the
relate
similarities,
to you?
yeah.
So my character, Greg, when I read the script, I was like, okay, this is a lot different than what I'm used to.
So you had to step outside your box.
None of that.
Okay.
No smacking, no hitting, unless requested.
Okay.
Okay. Sign right here. You get consent. Come on. I'm sure.
My boy said Indiana.
We'll just bleep that part out. And strike that from the record.
But reading over it and knowing the backstory of the character and how they had a relationship established all these years ago, and then it turned sideways, and he still loved his daughter and all this kind of stuff. It was difficult, man.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't hate women, I love women.
Yeah.
So you really had to step outside of yourself.
So for me, it's like, that ain't what I was taught. That ain't what I was told that you supposed to do, how you supposed to treat a lady. So seeing her in those scenes that we had that were like very emotional, it was like, man.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
No.
I ain't mind checking her baby daddy.
Oh, that ain't the problem, huh? That ain't the problem.
That part I was real about.
Okay.
That was me. That wasn't Greg at all.
Dude was like here to me. And I'm like, so?
Look up.
Like, and what? I still knock you down.
And bigger, like
big.
like what? Which one?
Okay, tell
I'm
us.
standing in your shadow.
That's what's up. How about you?
So it was challenging because when I first got the script, before I got the script, I did ask Mr. Andrew, I said, how old is Victoria?
Mr. Andrew.
Because there's
You done aged him. She done aged him. Sir Andrew.
I'm sorry,
because
Mom.
there's a difference between delivery with a bitter baby mama in her younger days,
Okay.
as well as versus the vintage mother of child who's just, her goal is to get you to be in your son's life.
Oh, okay.
And so when he said she was, of current age for me, I was like, okay. I am a part of a blended family. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I wasn't the stage manager.
I am a part of a blended family. Me and my husband, August 1st will be 4 years.
Okay. Congratulations.
So thank you. And so I was telling them on Zoom during a rehearsal one time, I said I did, at the time, had to break up with my 16-year-old son before I got married because he felt he was the man of the house.
Oh, okay.
So blending a family, it takes time, and you have to be careful of the ingredients that you're putting into this blender because if it's something sharp, your blender's going to break.
Yeah.
So with
better speak it.
Victoria...
What key you shout in? C sharp? A sharp? What you want me to do?
So with Victoria, it was a mixture of knowing what it takes to make a blended family work, and as well as I did some character studies or film studies.
Okay.
Shelby from Best Man and the Best
I know
Man
exactly what you're
okay.
talking about when you
to undercut David's character.
You said to bring that side of it.
Side of it out. I tapped into Shelby, and her goal was just to be seen and heard. She wasn't seen and heard, so she felt like, okay, I'll do whatever because y'all gonna hear me.
Yeah.
And so that's how I feel. That's why it's cute because I love Chinese, but Nikki, I want your man to take care of his son.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You say because if I want, girl, bad.
Girl say been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
You said yourself that I'm living your life. Stop it.
You said the living proof is
private.
Oh, I got
Ma,
it.
just change your name to Ray J. You know, you hit that first. You know
Son.
Voice one.
Been down there.
Voice one. How did you tap into your character and how relatable?
So it's crazy. My character kind of tapped into my real age, 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
Only difference
Wait.
The only difference is I kind of gave my stepdad hell. It wasn't about like my
I was just
real
talking about
father.
the real age part, because sir, you're not 16.
No, what I'm saying
she
is,
was talking about age.
You're talking about the timing of when you
my
were
character,
16.
yes,
and
my character,
yeah, no, I was
character,
saying because you are not. But yeah, your
Anthony
16-year-old
was
self.
16,
You are
17-year-old, yeah.
You are
Yeah.
He tapped into my.
Oh, they make old
being
jokes all day for
16,
me. So
17-year-old.
You gotta give him that.
yeah,
Because you definitely couldn't put a 16, 17-year-old.
He did. He pulled it off.
No, I'm talking about Shay.
you say I can't.
That's bold.
I don't want no
Is
part
that
of
what
that.
you said? I can't.
I don't want no part of that.
35.
If it come back on and be hat like that,
We breathing all hard.
It went down. Just know that it went down.
Now, if he had won the next segment, we know why.
But no.
No man, so I had to really. So I had a longer beard. I cut it to kind of just sell the role, to kind of tap. I hadn't been 16 in a long time. You know what I'm saying?
We know.
So
Longer for some.
but it's.
You
I
want to
guess
keep on?
the crazy part is I really didn't identify with my character until I identified with him. Like, hey man, it's like really me.
Yeah.
But again, it was with my stepfather. It wasn't with my biological father, and it made certain scenes fun, but also real. Like I could tap into that kind of emotion because I've been there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But it was fun, man. It definitely was fun. I learned a lot about myself just in acting, and I had a newfound respect for actors and acting because I'm kind of new to the platform.
Okay.
You did amazing.
Like I've been doing. Thank you. I've been around it for like over a decade. But as you know, in the church skits, not to minimize those things.
Right.
And this magnitude, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
if you choose to do this,
Yeah.
oh, this
This is
is
how-
intense, brother.
Yes.
You got to have some.
Yes.
Put some respect on my
Okay.
name.
Yes.
So for my character, kind of was it. That was a real me. Really, a lot of anger bottled up. Really didn't know how to channel it, and then it was fun. It was real fun though, man. Real fun.
So you said you have a blended family,
I do.
and you were married for 20 years. Are you back dating? Do you now have a?
She said it and she slid past it.
She said
I did have a blended family when I got married. He had 5 children by 5 different women. So I married 11 people when I got married.
You said okay.
So I understand a blended family.
Yeah.
I understand 5 baby mamas, 5 different kids at different ages. They were the youngest was 7 and it was 7 down.
Okay, and then you said yours was 16. Your son was 16.
My son. So
Did your husband have
yes.
children?
So now, currently, 4 years later,
Okay.
I have my bonus son is 23.
Okay.
My biological son, which was my oldest, but now he's the middle child, so that was a whole different.
Yeah.
New ball game.
That was a ball game that he wasn't ready for. He is now 18, going
Okay.
on 19 in September. And
Sweet.
I have a 10-year-old.
Okay.
We don't have one together yet.
Okay.
Not yet. No, not on my behalf. He really wants one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
She said we still praying on it. We still praying on it.
Still praying.
with that being said, with the blended family, and this is this is off.
Before you say that though, but you are also a part of a blended family.
I am.
Yeah.
And which is crazy because my brother was in the play, who was also my stepbrother.
Yeah.
Over 20-some years.
Yeah.
That's my brother. If you say stepbrother, I'd probably be upset. It's offensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely part of a blended family. It works, man.
Is it important for your spouse to really like build a relationship with that person, or is it like because I don't.
The kid, you mean?
The kid
for the kid, like
your spouse to build
for your spouse to build. Because like
that's a deal
not
breaker.
like I'm not gonna disrespect your child, but I'm also I'm here for you. Like I understand like what comes with it, but
yes, like I feel like so I've dated.
I'm asking out of genuineness,
No,
like because I don't know.
I know.
My mom didn't get married again until I had kids.
Yeah,
I was grown,
but I
was married.
I know
type
you
of thing.
person that you were, and it's a blessing. It's pretty dope to be able to say. My baby mama is my wife.
Yeah.
So I get it, but I've dated with children, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and then vice versa, and I've married with children, and then we had our first kid together.
Yeah,
it's extremely important. I used to be like, hey, you take that one on a date today. Mm-hmm. No, not them two. Take that one.
A solo.
It's important because
you have to spend that time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are marrying and dating and liking.
Like she said,
everybody else.
Yeah.
It's extremely it's
Well,
almost
now,
a deal
like
breaker.
my kids are older now. I have a 20 almost 23-year-old and a 20-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So when I was dating, I made sure that I wanted to date this person first to see if this is somebody I want to even bring to my kids. Because I'm not dating out here. I'm not doing all those things. And so what I'm not going to do is have a revolving door of different dudes walking in and out my kids' lives. Because I have a son. Right? And so my son is very protective, but not like he's not a mama's boy. He's a son to his mother.
Okay.
So what that means is that he don't want nobody. He didn't see kind of how I was taken care of with his dad, and so he's really like, I just need to make sure this dude, whoever you got,
is doing
you
right
good,
by
you
you.
good. You good, I'm good. So I had when I was dating, I had this individual, where I was like, okay, I'm feeling him. So I told my kids about him. You know what I'm saying? They're like, okay, Mom. So then you meet them, and he showed up for them. He did. He showed up in ways where I was like, you showing up for them? They don't. Like, dang, And my thing is always, don't start nothing you ain't gonna keep up.
Okay.
Because if you stop doing what you started doing, that means that you're not doing it genuinely. Yeah. But I'm not letting my kids see just different dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not dating anymore. So, like I told them, I said, listen, they really actually liked him. They like mine. He was slow.
Mm-hmm.
The whole summer last year, we were together.
Okay.
So we were able to still be together, but they also were able to be around him because they were home with me to develop this, just like, okay, I like
get
you.
used to,
I can be around.
Oh, you're gonna be around.
Cool.
So let me.
You know what I'm saying? You open the doors for my mom, and you doing all these things. Because unfortunately, like when they dad got married, we got divorced in 2020. He got married in 2021, and my kids were blindsided to the point where my daughter was like, I didn't even know
that he was even dating someone to marry that soon.
I mean, she said we was at a party and she came in a wedding dress and it was like, boom, here it is.
Oh,
so
wow.
That
is a blind side for
it affected
sure.
them. I was like, I would never do that because
Come to my 40th birthday party.
Just happened to you.
I do.
It's important because my kids are my bookends, and if they don't like him, then it ain't nothing else.
Yeah,
it's not.
Because
I can't. You know what I'm saying? These my babies.
Be in the house and
even though they grown, they on their own, but I still want them to be able to like the person
you respect
and love
their
the person.
opinions
about. I don't know nothing about yet.
So that was my next question too. Like, does the child have to like the person you're dating?
Because I'm a family person, so yes.
So yes and no. Because I'm a type of person.
Your kids is also young too, right? But I'm gonna let you cook.
But yes and no, and so I'm still learning.
Yeah.
Yes and no, because I'm a type of person to make it make sense, right? When I go on Amazon to buy something, I read the reviews. Why don't you like it? Was it a personal experience?
Yeah.
Or was it a quality experience?
Yeah.
That's different.
True.
So that's kind of, if that makes sense.
No. That's
kind of how I am with my children. Hey, why you don't like her?
Yeah.
Oh, he told you to stop jumping on the couch.
Yeah.
Well, nigga, I told you that too.
Yeah.
Now, if she did something to you, that's different.
True.
Yeah.
Agreed.
However, in the same token, shorty, why you don't like my kids? What is it? Are you not used?
They're not yours.
I don't know if that answer me yet.
Well, yours is different. Like if I was in your situation, it would be different, right? But my kids is grown.
Yeah.
So in my kids, it kind of we have a really, really, really good relationship. And so I probably would be the same way. Like if you ain't feeling him, what's going on?
Yeah.
Is it because I'm not with your dad? You know what I'm saying? But we it's been 6 years, right? So we passed all that. So they're generally like, I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
Like I just want
up.
you to be with somebody that's gonna treat you
Mama
good.
occupied so that I can do what I'm
I mean, you know, they got their own lives, you know what I'm saying? And so now they're in a position where I just want to make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
that's
And are you
good.
protected?
That's
Because
dope,
when we
though.
were dating, my son was like, I know you with so-and-so, so I ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you built the trust with my son that if I say I'm with this individual, you're like, cool. And that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want my kids to be, I want them to come home and we have game nights and I'm cooking dinner or whatever the case may be, or they stay for the weekend or it's holidays.
It makes it so much better.
It makes
when
it
everybody is
easier
just-
for
that's
us to
what's up.
yeah.
And
What was you gonna say?
Y'all just get along.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kumbaya.
Kumbaya.
But
In that perspective, I agree with
Your
Brandon's
son.
answer. Yeah, I agree with my son on the strength of, because I know my kids very well. With that 14, 15-year-old going on 16, it was one of those, that's why I had to take him on a date to dump him.
Okay.
It was, you don't have to like him,
you
but
had to
you're
let him
gonna
down
respect
easy.
him.
That
And what's the reason you don't like him?
Yeah.
He's taking my mom from me.
Yeah.
And in my head, I kind of thought it was room for you and my dad. Me and your dad haven't been together in 14 years.
oh, he was still
So
holding on.
it was one of those, if I can control the scenario, because I'm the man in the house, you're 14, you're not the man of this house, but I am trying to raise you to be a respectable human, guiding and leading your own household.
Yeah.
You just can't lead this one.
That's dope.
So it was, you check in with him. Why don't you? Because like he said, it's one of those, well, because he think he can tell all of us, like, you know, when it's too late for us to be. Well, I tell y'all when it's too late for y'all to be in the kitchen and my later. So
Yeah.
what's the difference?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So yeah.
So
That's
behind the scenes,
I was just about to say,
Madam Stage.
as the showrunner, how much does your job of bossing people around
relate to
relate to you?
I really had to tap into.
I was thinking about the word more natural.
Where's that lightning about to strike there? I just want to be clear.
Well, before we move forward, voice 2, just want to clarify. Voice 2. Who was the question for?
Oh, okay. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
I just want to make sure.
Stage
But
manager.
that was, the question was for me, right?
That's true. That's true.
Oh, so okay.
They did.
It was just a lot of commentary. So
Yeah, and you didn't do that to them, so that's rightfully so.
yeah,
That's
I
rightfully
sat
so.
here, you know.
God, the face did.
She did. Yeah.
body language.
As it did in rehearsals.
Body
Oh,
language.
okay.
All the rehearsals.
So
Yeah,
first of
yeah,
all,
yeah.
we're gonna bypass that. So because
What
no, not
What was the most challenging part?
From the top.
the most challenging part was being
Up in the morning before coffee.
no. The most challenging part was carrying out the vision that was set in a way that other adults, because we're dealing with adults, understood was not going to be changed or tampered with.
Okay.
And so, you know, it's not my vision. I'm carrying. I mean, Andrew and I, and really Andrew and Talika, all three of us, because anytime I was on the phone with him, she was right there. I mean, weekly we were meeting and like understanding what's next, what needs to be done, what can I take off your plate, how do I need to execute this, and literally like checking things off the list to lighten their load.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they're business owners, parents, siblings, children. You know, they got all and running a production.
Yeah.
And not that we all don't, but it's like, hey, and one thing that I know for certain and for sure is they love God.
That's
So
what's
I
up.
respect whatever vision that they have. And so to bring me on in that light, I'm like, all right, cool. We're going to do this and we're going to do it right. So executing that vision and communicating that with a set of adults who completely think their own way, just like all of us in this room.
Yeah.
And respectfully setting the tone that this is the vision and this is what's going to be carried out.
So what's the relationship? How long have you all known each other?
So crazy enough. So I met Andrew back in 2018.
Okay.
Randomly. I don't even, like to this day, I don't even know who our mutual friends are. There was a flyer on Facebook for auditions for a play that he wrote. Never met him, never knew him. again, can't even let you know what mutual friend we
saw
had that I saw this flyer.
Yeah.
And I came.
That's what it was. The Lord knew.
So I came and auditioned and ended up being casted for a production that was set to go forth March of 2020.
Okay.
I mean, and that Friday we were at dress rehearsal, and we got the call Saturday saying we're shutting the theater down.
Wow.
You cannot do your production because of COVID. And so,
was that your first time? Would that be your first time acting?
No. Oh, okay. I've been acting since my first non-school affiliated production was back in 2010.
Okay.
And I was an extra, not a lead, not a nothing. I was an extra.
That was great casting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm thinking you.
Do we need to go to commercial?
Great casting.
So yeah,
insert right now. Okay. You definitely need to do our
Great casting.
2 and 2. Right.
But yeah, no. So yeah, since 2010, my first independent production.
2018.
I died in
2018.
my first scene, so don't feel bad.
So 2018, y'all met.
Yep.
2020
we were set to do the production originally in 2019.
Okay.
And we pushed it back to March of 2020. It got canceled. And
did that production ever go forth, or you tabled it completely? Why? So do you?
I'm about to say, wifey no.
Do you plan to kind of bring it back, like revamp it and bring it back, or is that just something that you just 86? Because I was going to say, because I auditioned too.
I do
have acting under my belt.
I'll buy a ticket. I don't know about that, my brother. I said this one.
I said that.
For sure. Yeah. I don't know if I want to touch on it as a play because it's like so much happened because it was based on a true story.
Okay.
So much have happened after that.
Okay.
So it's like,
could
you fit, it was hard to fit in the play. Like when I first wrote that, it was like 200.
Oh, so you're saying so this is going to be a movie, short film?
Literally.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Even better.
So
if I can add, so in that production, as he said, it was based on a true story. I played his sister.
Oh wow!
So when I say I was constantly feeding it, like, okay, well, how did she do this? Okay, well, what was she thinking? Okay, well, how was she? Because I had to understand. I'm literally playing a real life character who is here today, and so I think that's kind of where that bond started to build.
Sweet. That's
because I had to understand from the point of view, and then we casted someone for the brother, which would have been Andrew. It didn't work out, and then Andrew ended up playing the brother in the play. So we were brother and sister in the production.
So you was essentially playing yourself.
He was playing,
myself.
Oh wow!
This was the hardest thing ever. I acted myself like don't act. It
That's what Andrew say.
was so hard.
What did Andrew say?
So as
be the character,
as the wife of a visionary, a playwright, actor, all of these things on top of being a mother and the wife. Like, what is that? What is
many hats?
It can be a lot at some time.
You see, I ask that because you see a lot of couples that are they're doing things. They're creatives, or at least one of them is a creative, and then the other one is just like, that's his thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be back here chilling.
I think that's us because he's most definitely the creator for sure.
But it seems like you are.
Don't play no games.
No, and not even that.
You said she is the enforcer.
No, if the pot if the pot is something that if he's cooking, you stirring that joint.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't know that you was his wife when I first came, but to come and see like everything you was doing, and then me, it was like, it makes sense now. Like, I see this is their baby. Yeah. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I trust your. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
What is that? What is that like?
When I say that, it could be a little bit. Not saying that in a bad way.
Yeah.
Just a little bit overwhelming.
Okay.
Because of me as the wife, I try to take off a lot off his shoulders.
Yeah.
I know the process. I know where he has started from and where we are now. So it's like I try to bring out that balance, and keep him level-headed as possible.
Okay.
I just pick up the slack, like wherever it's needed. Like I'm there.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I try to make sure, like when it comes to being a mother, like we are here. Yes, Dad is doing what he's doing, but Mom is here for the both of us. You know,
Oh, that's dope.
So I try to bridge that gap between that and let the kids know. The kids know too. I mean, the kids been doing this with us since they were like little. So it's like when we first started, it was just us and the kids. So it was like everything from building sets and picking out things, whatever. Like it was.
So it's like a family business.
Thing. Yeah,
no, that's
so
dope. That's really dope. I was gonna say that too about your daughter too. It's like,
oh yeah,
she was like, she was yeah.
She actually recording for us.
Yeah, she talking about angles and everything. I was like, no.
And she raised my daughter on set. Like, come on.
Yeah, no, she really. No, it's dope. It's really dope.
Have you been a part of any of the actual plays, or have you always just been that behind the scenes supportive?
I'm just the behind the scenes. Oh well, one of his skits, Heaven or Hell tour that we done.
Okay,
I was a part of that, but for the most part, I am behind the scenes. I like to be behind the scenes.
So familiar.
Oh, Heaven and Hell.
Yes.
That's like you either going to heaven or you're going to hell.
Yeah, it's biblical. Where's I heard that from?
Yes, I started in it and then I was moving and I wasn't able to be there for a production.
Wow, dropped out. That's crazy.
I feel like
It was hard to cover her too.
Can we mute it?
okay.
No, that's really.
So, I mean, the reason why we are here is because, I mean, not only have you guys done it, but apparently, you know, a small little birdie just, you know, dropped a little gem and said, "It's coming back."
We pulling back up.
And I mean, that's an exclusive. So y'all are actually gonna find out where and when. So I don't know who wants to reveal that.
Drum roll.
So let's do this. Do the announcement in Dirty Red.
I should have bought Dirty Red.
I sent you the outro. I lied.
Give him your hat so he can be Dirty Red.
He said, give him your hat.
Give him your hat so he can be Dirty Red.
Hey, I'll tell you this right now. The play is coming back. What that day is? August 30. And what it is? August 30. You're right. They just hired me last week.
Yes, so you heard it first.
Oh, it is August 30th.
That was dope.
And so what's the location? What's the location?
So it's in Brighton at 242 Community Church.
Okay.
242 Community Church.
242 Community Church.
Michigan.
Brighton, Michigan. August 30th. And tickets are live now?
Tickets are actually on sale now. So you can go on Eventbrite and you can get your tickets right now.
Right now.
Back to work, baby.
Okay.
No, that's really. That's
So
really
now,
dope.
how long were you all rehearsal times and before you actually put on?
13 months.
13 long months.
13 months, 5 days, and 3 hours.
The other announcement that we were wanted to drop as well is we're
Somebody
recasting
pregnant?
Anthony.
Oh.
So we're gonna be holding auditions.
Y'all are recasting?
Yes.
Oh wow.
What's the one who won't take 13 months?
We done lost 2 tickets then.
Well, I don't know. I think I got it about one. At least one. I'm sorry. This is contractual. I'm sorry, brother. Yeah. I stick to my word, man.
What is it? 5 months?
My boy said it felt like 13.
I came in. Okay, I'm like, I came in late.
Yeah, I was about to say this cast actually was like one of the, they like learned this script really, really fast. And then Celeste was one of the ones that came in. We started in February, I think.
And don't forget Eric.
So there was like no understudies. It was like here, and if you're not here, then we go
Next.
Fire.
Next. Okay, because we gotta keep moving. We gotta keep it moving.
Hey,
Show must go on.
let me say this though, man. I haven't been a part of a lot, but this cast and crew, like, I'm talking about, like, behind the scenes after we do, like, we sneaking to see each other's scene. And then when we come in, they like, that's good acting, bro. Like, you killed that. Like, that's fire. Like, behind the scenes, behind the stage, what that does to your... Huh? No, we became... like, we literally, like, every time I was seeing her, like...
Hey, son.
We'd leave like, I love you. Be safe. Love you too, man. Like, it became family.
You embodied the character, and you were the character.
But we also became family on like on scene, on set. Like, it was just fun. Like, it's extremely fun. And the unfortunate part for me is I'm spoiled now. Yeah. Now when I go to the next production, man, I want that. It might not be like that. Yeah. And it's like,
but you just gotta trust the Lord. If the Lord has brought all of y'all here,
see, the problem ain't the Lord, it's man. Right. You trust man, you be like, oh yeah, I ain't coming back to this place. That part. Give me my check. Just give me. No, but
after we come about the money,
but it's just a blended family. Even when I came on for church people, like, it was so much fun, bro. Like, it was really a family. Like, we was checking on each other. We was talking outside of rehearsal, spending 20-hour. After rehearsal,
group text messages.
One thing he's gonna do is make a group message, and then one thing. I mean, literally every morning somebody is texting "Good morning," sending it, and I really appreciate it because you really don't know what people be going through. Yeah. Sometimes it can be irritating, like, oh, here we go, but somebody really need like, God love you, I love you, I appreciate, like, and it's every morning is something like that. We go through that thread right now, and somebody have sent some kind of encouragement every day. So that when you said the running the family thing, it's a real thing as far as like outside of the play. Like, when we get together, it'd be like, it's like I hang out with these people almost more than my real family. So it'd be crazy.
That's how it usually is when you
they met my kids. My kids know them.
They're my grandbaby.
Say honorary.
And I was gonna say, I think too the beauty of this crew, this set, is that, if I'm not mistaken, everyone is a confessing believer and loves God, understand who God is. That doesn't happen. So
speaking of,
we can contest Jason too. He's been in the industry. He's actually a lot in the film industry, so I know it's way crazier.
Oh my gosh,
on that side. But when you're working with every rehearsal prayer, sometimes we get started. Everybody, we gotta pray. Did we pray? I mean, but
now speaking of prayer. The young lady who prayed.
Oh my God!
Yes. When I said, oh yeah, she knows the Lord. Yeah. Because all the way, she got a whole relationship. But even when I say,
they go together real big.
When I say, they're honestly sitting there, and like, most how it was like, all right, I know this is a part of the play, but now, no, I'm speaking because somebody, when I say that baby, I said, oh, she talks to the Lord, and the Lord knew because the things that she was saying, it was just like, Lord, I pray that it touches the heart of those in here because it was spot
in the Baptist church. We call that she got happy.
Oh,
she got happy, and she forgot that this was scripted.
Yeah, it was.
I was backstage like.
I'm telling you, it was
so that part was not scripted.
Yeah, and she said she was like, I'm going off script because this needs to be.
She literally had, I think, 3 lines, and then the rest was literally. It was written for her to just pray.
Yeah, I'm like,
that's it.
Flow in the speech.
In 3, it may have been like 2.5.
And she like pray is.
Yeah, and that was the thing. It was like she got rehearsal. I was like, no, her part is not scripted.
She doesn't need.
She got it.
She don't got to.
When she get here, she gonna say 3 lines.
I trust her.
Okay, but I think that kind of goes back. If I have time to kind of jump back in, I think that kind of goes back to. But the point of why I think Andrew can call me any day.
Okay.
Talika can call me any day, and I'd like, I'm there. Because when you see what God is literally doing in someone, and that is not blended families. Story is not a church play. It's not about what I'm saying, but it is.
Yeah.
It's real life. But what he gonna do is make sure Jesus is in it. What they say? Before that curtain closes,
get him to the
God
cross.
is glorified some way.
Yeah.
And I think again, People here can contest. The industry does not do that.
No.
And I think that makes a very big difference. And I think that's why, Andrew, you're going to continue to be so successful in what you're doing.
Your boldness.
What about the grandmother? Where did you find her at?
Which one?
It was two.
Which one?
The one that was
With the cane? Without?
with the cane. Yeah.
Oh,
Not the foxy one.
Not Foxy.
It's not the foxy.
Yeah.
Told me off.
Yeah, not the foxy one.
Actually, around it was the same thing. I had that same audition thing for a play, and she came and she auditioned, and that was in 2018 or something like that. And God had blocked us in since then. So
And I met Miss Nancy, and we did a play in 2016.
That's the foxy lady, right?
No, that's the one with the cane.
Okay.
And Miss Nancy was in Church People too, and me and her was not. We're gonna bring Church People back.
Yeah, no, she did it. She did it. She did a really good.
Yeah.
Her character was really believable. Not just saying everybody it wasn't, but that lady, it was like, yeah, I think she really. She had this conversation. She's off script. Like, it's real life. You know, that's dope.
Hey, while we give my flowers, bro, Jason, man, like on Church People, he was one of the ones that kind of like was like, I came in like first time, like kind of audition like on spot. He's like, man,
Literally.
he was like, put that script down, like you got it, like come on, bro, like come on, like you good, like so. I just want to give you a public flowers, but I appreciate
Once you put the strip
that.
down, what did you do with the script?
I put the pages down. Put down the strip. But he was just kind of like. But I say that to say to what I was saying earlier. Like you don't walk on sets and with crews and with cast and get that kind of love. Like he was like, no, like.
He took you.
Why you grab? Come on, like we acting, bro. Come on, I'm like, and that carried me through me dying. I died gracefully. It was for sure.
It was in there.
You hit it
for sure.
That's why I was like,
and it earned me a main character, so I appreciate it. I said, "Oh, I got lines." Praise be the Lord.
The voiceover. Did you write that or did B write that?
I wrote the voiceover.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
And you
I thought that was
you trusted this.
Yeah.
We edited it.
We had a few Thalitas in there. We fixed
I got a 10S word minimum, brother.
All be consecutive.
He's so poised and he gives grace. He was like, "Yo, we probably gotta shoot that over." My man said, "Yo, we could just take the bad one, put it with the good one, and
blend it together."
So when I left, I got in the car. I felt horrible. I said, "I'll text you." I said, "If you really want to replace me, bro, I really understand." It is my first time doing it. I really understand.
No, you can't just say.
Wholeheartedly.
He didn't have me at the recording because I would have been like, look,
Hey,
you got a nice one.
tighten up that tongue, boy. Tighten up that tongue.
I would have been hurt.
But you understand.
If you would have replaced it,
We ain't doing another take. Come on.
Best effort, bro.
We would wrote the script.
Right.
No, he didn't. Honestly, I didn't catch who it was until he started. You know what I mean? Yeah, he can't help it.
Here's my mother's compliment to me.
What did she say?
She said, "Yeah, my sister.
Okay.
This is crazy." She said, "I didn't know you can act. You was talking clear and everything."
That's a compliment. That's a compliment.
That is a very
Wow. I said, well, thank you. You only get one.
good to know you believe it.
That's love, brother.
You were talking clear.
You was talking clear.
We understood you.
You ain't embarrassed me.
Articulated.
No,
where was this all your life?
So out of the whole play, I didn't see the beginning. Again, I'm gonna fess up. I ain't even about to act like it's been something else.
When we did that,
I don't even know how.
When he said that, like, I didn't know. I
didn't even know how I missed it because I came in
on my very first scene.
Yeah.
He came in on
I already said I missed some. Shit,
I was like,
you ain't gotta put that in. You missed a lot.
The next play starts at 3 o'clock.
We already talked.
Yes.
We already talked.
He will be there.
I'm gonna keep getting one. I don't need it right now. Put your ticket back in your pocket. All right.
Just don't be in the way for dressing.
Okay.
Sit in the back.
I'm gonna have to step in and check. Like, you all right?
You all right? You good? Need some water?
So for this, are there any new characters coming that'll be introduced?
Oh wow, okay. That sounded personal. Oh well, that was answered. Okay. Well, what was the? Yeah, we just gotta move it. What was the hardest scene to do? Each person.
I won't say hard, but it was hard in the sense of like it required
most challenging for you.
Not even challenging. It just required a lot of emotion.
So that could be a challenge.
Scene 9, they know it's scene 9, but when I got into it kind of with my dad, we literally got physical.
Okay.
And it was just like it was hard because it was just like after we went to the back on scene 8 and was like, you ready? Like you ready to tap into those emotions? Yeah. Like, because it's a quick switch.
Yeah.
You go from
to
here
have to get
to
physical. Yeah.
Like, and it was fun though, but that was probably the most challenging.
You said that was 9?
Scene 9.
Yeah.
I came in on 5.
My very first scene.
I was about to say.
I did.
Yeah,
no, I did.
He missed character.
Those eyes are very judgy. She has very judgy eyes. That is crazy.
Can we zoom in right here?
She looked at me like, what type of friend are you?
Hey, that's how they are in rehearsal too.
I'm like, you can't be that far.
Okay.
And for you.
Right before intermission. Right before.
You were sitting down at
Yeah, I did because I was hungry. I was hungry.
All them detours. He worked for appetite.
Oh, so then it would be 10 because that's when I was like, son, I'm not mad enough. I need you to make me. And he said, Ma, Daddy put his hands on me.
That's our conversation behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Okay.
So
that's how you got ready.
Boom, 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 boom. I hope you were still there. Okay. We're gonna talk to voice 3. Okay, voice 3. It was a build up.
My mic off, please.
Because I'm violating this woman's house. This is her husband, and they have the house now. Mm-hmm. But I'm violating it in the protection mode of my son.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm going over to look for my baby because he hasn't picked up his phone all day. And then to get the buildup of the phone call. He's been, like, y'all got to come and see.
So did you picture, like, that was your actual son calling,
so
like...
I said, son, I need to be a little bit more upset. And when he said, Daddy put his hands
I checked on her for real, like, all right?
Good?
And she was in the zone. I'm like, all right. She's like, no, I got to get mad at her. I'm like...
And so then 11, which is when the evangelist came and prayed. Before that...
You said that was
a heavy scene because it's like... Y'all seen the grandma? The other grandma came and checked.
Got you together real quick.
She did.
Got a choice.
That's right.
I used to see her in rehearsal. She'd be in the
I didn't know they seen me. Right.
Yeah.
Trying to
And
get...
I was like, what is going on? But she was
rehearsing how she gonna get.
Yeah.
She literally be
I didn't know they
backstage, and I see everything.
Everybody's watching.
I see everything, and she used to juice herself up, and then when she come on set, she was already
knocking it out.
already there.
Okay.
That's dope.
And for you,
Mine is also scene 9 because I come in and break them up, and then my husband gets onto my daughter.
Yeah.
And they have a spat, and so I'm like in the middle of them.
Okay.
Because you my husband, but I'm trying to check my daughter.
Yeah.
But I get why she feel the way she feels, so I'm trying to be this neutral person. But I'm also that mom, like, who you talking to?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And so
Because there was moments like,
yeah. You done got your, and I'm looking at her like my own child.
Yeah.
Because my daughter,
baby, you would have got laid out.
You'd have been down. Okay. Like, what day is it?
I think you said
like if this was no play.
He wrote that like
I
this
was not
wasn't no
to the
play.
past. You can do it in your future.
Yeah, right there, bro. I was like, what would I say to a kid or something? If this, I know the audience is probably thinking like, this is a play. This is why she acting like that.
Yeah.
So in my mind, it was like, if this wasn't a play, she would have been.
That was
dead.
my
Yes, you were in the audience. We were in the audience like,
you wrote that? That was. I thought she went off script.
No.
Wow.
A lot of it was
The part about
So you remember that part?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, 30 reps before that.
I already judged myself. I don't need extra judgment,
But that was, so there's a build up, right? And so I have to now be this person. And then my daughter is feeling away because she feel like I don't want to be with her dad, right? And that was my life, truthfully. My daughter didn't, at one point she was like,
she was still
Dad's
holding
doing
on.
everything he can. It's like, hold on, like you don't even understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't tell my kids, like after I left my marriage, I didn't even tell them what was happening or what had happened until a year later because I need to safeguard.
It's like I can't.
Right.
So I'm in this situation right now
I'm saying
on
that's
the
crazy
on
because
stage.
she say that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was her life, but she said in the play like I should have been had this conversation a long time
And
ago.
I say all of this because my mom was there when stuff kind of broke out. She's like, they should have been knowing. It's like it's the time and place for everything. And my kids was, at the time they were still younger, I'm protecting them. And so here I am in this same situation where my daughter's mad at me because she feel like, oh, you about to tell me something about my dad. And it's like, I wish I would have told you this earlier. So now you got this person coming in and I got to be this extra person. And this is a lot of energy. It's a lot of it's a lot of mental, emotional, and spiritual energy that is just because I got to be here. I got to be this person right now.
It was so much.
I got to come in like, hey y'all,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
But it was so much respect in rehearsals. Like when it started getting like intense, like not saying that you breezing through, but like you just going through it in the first couple of months. But then when you start like crunch time,
really tapping in.
when that scene came up, it was just like,
we all got quiet, like
and then because she'd be quiet for real, you'd be like,
we wanted to jump. Here's the thing, we wanted to jump Jason. It was like,
Okay, no, that's not really.
He used to walk away like,
that was tough.
it's a lot of because acting is a Picasso, bro.
I must had to go back to my old ways.
They own
You have to tap
canvas.
into certain emotions that I didn't realize that I didn't want to tap into.
Or you haven't dealt with,
You know
and
what I'm
then the
saying?
play kind of made you deal with it.
And when y'all-
After a while, when especially at the beginning, it was kind of like, damn, I gotta say this stuff and I gotta be this person. And I think in one, I was really like, I had tapped in so much, I couldn't stop crying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it was just kind of like, I don't want to keep going through this, but after praying, and God said, this is your healing.
That's your healing, baby.
This is healing. Talk about it, be there, and be present enough. Because I had a whole mental breakdown. I was on suicide watch 2 years ago, and so because of that, you know what I'm saying, not really wanting to deal with it.
Here.
And I'm here.
Praise
So
God.
this really helped me tap into a position where I'm like, I'm okay. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And so, but it was it's always a difficult scene.
And for you?
I guess the same
That
scene, because like I'm not gritty, right? So watching her pour out to this man who
He's like, come here, I'm sorry.
Right, like I just
man, let her go.
I can't.
Right, the man in you wanted to really
try and get the audience to understand, like, hey, I did what I did, but I'm still trying to navigate this whole thing with the family. But the me is like, it's okay, huh?
like,
He wasn't
you safe now.
He went right, and I'm him.
And then really, you showing up in the scene. I'm showing up to protect my daughter. Right.
Yeah.
And then all of this stuff is boiling over. Her emotions pouring out, and I'm sitting here like, dog.
Yeah, and
She
then
found out the
your
truth.
daughter's emotions.
And my daughter's emotions.
Because his daughter's
She
emotions
looking at
meets
me
him at the
sideways
door.
now.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought you was my knight in shining armor. You my.
Yeah.
You
My
bad.
first
Shout out to
my first hero.
Judy. She really,
Judy.
Judy really went there.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah, shout out to Judy.
Yes,
She really went there.
absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
And so walking off stage after that, it's like.
So I know you was a doctor, right?
Yes.
I know being a doctor, it was really difficult, like caring for people. How did you get into that role? How did you do that? I was impressed. I have to say, if anybody was to get actress, wow, that's acting. That's acting.
But no,
That's how you act. Good God.
To answer the original question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It didn't take much for me to tap into the doctor because I had to yell and have everybody be quiet.
Oh,
so
yell.
that was
I was
You didn't have to
I
wait.
did because they was acting a fool.
She had to-
You said you.
It didn't take
It was difficult to get in
not
there.
at all.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, and we still lying.
No,
You said now we're gonna continue to lie.
no, it wasn't. But to answer the original
Okay.
But no, I think one of the things that that we did collectively, like as a cast, to help tap into those hard moments is, and we did exercises. But I would tell them, I said, understand who you're in that scene with.
Yeah.
What you want them to feel, and how you want them to react to you. And I think when, like, for a character like Jason, or even kind of like I mentioned with Sister's Keeper, I was playing a character that I didn't relate to at all. Jason's playing a character he can't relate to at all. So I think that when we started this conversation, it was, I'm part of a blended family. I'm part of a blended family. I've been in a blended family. So there's moments that you can take from your true self to tap into telling that story.
Exactly.
But sometimes there's characters that you play
You don't relate to.
and so I think when we understood, that dynamic and took time to actually do acting exercises before we ran the script, it really helped realize, like, that's my mama. Yeah, she been my mama the whole play, but no. Your dad is sitting here coming at you, talking about your mama, and you got to sit there and listen to it.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
Exactly.
In real life, listen to what he's saying. Read the word.
Good exercises
Right.
too.
And bring it
Yeah.
They
that makes him.
They made you respect your character a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And your scene partners.
Yeah.
And you'll see.
It's just,
Exactly.
I lied too, though.
Yeah.
There was a really hard scene for me.
Okay.
What was that scene with the tongue twister, bro?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Where you changed
I changed the line.
cousin, meet cousin. This is
Yeah, I'm supposed to
You
say. So
what? You what?
I'm supposed to say, CJ, this is CJ. CJ, this is
And I'm voice too.
CC, this is CJ. I said, no.
You should have kept it in there.
No, I changed it to Princess.
Audience would have loved it.
I said, do you mind? I tried 2 rehearsals very hard. I called you. I said, Drew, I'm not dictating your script, bro. Do you mind if I say Princess? Because this is not going to work.
But it actually made sense because that's how you felt.
Yeah.
That's how she was. You thought she was
A little princess.
So, yeah.
No, that's funny.
Don't do that. So,
That is hilarious.
To give flowers, bro, I appreciate you trusting your cast to be like, hey, if you're not comfortable with that,
Make an adjustment.
how can I make it work for you?
Yeah.
So, and you gave me that grace to be like, well, why? Then what? Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll with it. But I seen you do that with
without
everybody
taking
too,
away
though.
from
Yeah.
the actual
there's
script
times
and the
sometimes actors
story.
have to be told,
Yeah.
No.
This has to
Say
be
this.
said
This
the
is
way
what
that
that is.
And he
Yeah.
said that too, though. Sometimes, like, hey, don't change my lines.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's dope.
Don't stray from what I said.
Yep.
You went to the store. That's it. There's no bending the corners.
Yeah.
Like, so, which is why I appreciate you. Your dog got a birth defect. I know
Yep.
Jesus.
This is
Give grace.
Give grace. Whatever words you come up with is fine.
I'm big on that because obviously I write it and stuff like that, but you playing that character. So if it's something that maybe like Shanice said that it's like this is a part of her healing journey. So I'll be like, she's like, can I say? I'm like, yeah, go ahead, do that because now it's authentic, now it's real,
and
now
you're
now it's easy
bringing
to tap into it and stuff like that. So I'm always good with that. Not too much because they're like, wait, what are we talking
Right,
about?
right.
We're over there
then the next crawling in. Like, are we at the zoo?
And then also comes out into like not just the words too, like Victoria.
Yeah,
almost,
how she got the
not
play
every
also.
scene. She had keys in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
People realize that. Like that was always her thing. Her keys in her purse. And then with Callie, it was the same thing. She always had her purse. It was part of.
They were supposed to be changed before you.
Full blown argument.
Full blown.
And
I want to say you stay ready. So it's like
your character that when you develop that character, sometimes it's not solely about what you say, but acting is literally
it's your body language
to tell.
It's a Picasso. It's a Picasso.
Victoria always has a stand. She always stands like this. Always. And that's hard. That she made that Victoria.
Yeah.
She tapped into that.
Just to kind of go back to just not the words or how you say the thing.
I'm tired.
Somebody disagree.
But yeah, I just wanted to.
No, that's pretty dope. That's actually I like that though. That's actually pretty dope. What I wanted to say to Andrew was, get a little messy.
His name out like that. Andrew. Got the Baptist voice. Okay,
Marcus,
Tragedy in Macbeth, so I'm like, maybe that's.
You say you still in poetry.
What I'm gonna say to Drew is,
Suave way over here. He was talking his Barry White voice.
yeah. What was I about to say? Okay, I'm gonna get a little messy first. Then I'm gonna ask a question. Second, is this the best crew you ever worked with?
Oh
Don't
wow!
answer that.
Right.
Messy.
I can answer this question.
Okay.
Let the wife speak.
Okay.
I can answer this question.
Okay.
I would say.
Both of y'all can answer this.
I would say yes.
Okay. I like that answer. Keep it safe, brother. Keep it safe, brother. Second, I asked that first question too. Like I said, to get a little messy, but also, I think you can attest like this relationship with everybody to your leadership. Just being able to bring everybody together, also being able to like individualize people as well, to where it's like from just the outside looking in, it seems like everybody has a voice. Whether you take it into consideration or not, I'm gonna hear you out.
Yeah.
Type of thing. And I think that makes
A great leader.
for a great leader. So again, brother, if I had a hat, it'd go off to you. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I'll give it up to my boy. No, but
Absolutely.
I get clapped.
man, but yeah, man, you really doing a good thing, brother.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're really
Keep
doing a good
going.
thing, man.
Don't stop, because it's gonna be on film.
Bring Dirty Red every time, brother. Dirty Red every time. No, I'm joking.
Audience.
Thank you.
Okay, like,
Dirty Red is
like
funny.
he's in there.
Dirty.
Wanted to see Dirty Red.
Yes, he gotta have a little bit more lines.
We got a Dirty Red story.
Man, let me tell you, man.
I can't do it like he do.
I can't do it 'cause I try to do what he do 'cause he be doing what he be doing.
What he doing?
Man, it was a scene, and when we was in rehearsal going through it, we was trying to figure out how Dirty Red was gonna come in, right? And when he suggested what he suggested, and then we did it in rehearsal,
Yes.
everybody was dying laughing. To the point you couldn't remember the next line.
He said it was just over from there.
Rachel got it together.
That was the hardest thing. If I had to pick her, that
scene was.
I was like,
It was hard for the cast to recover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can only imagine. I did it.
Come on, come on.
We did a minute skit. We did a 1 minute skit, and he said one thing in the skit, and it was like, yeah, brother.
He lost.
Yeah, I'm like, give me your words, so I ain't gotta, so we can just keep working on it.
He can't do it.
And he like, no, I can't.
Every time. I warn them all the time. I warn the cast. I'm like, You cannot go off of what he does in rehearsal because when it's showtime,
that's hard to say.
Don't change, so
that's
you
hard.
Know what he's gonna do.
That's when that improv come in.
Yeah. Like it's hard to say.
It was the yes. So y'all came behind stage like, where you get the flower from? I'm like,
we were so lost.
Flowers.
We were so lost. What these flowers talking about? Oh man, y'all.
Well, it was golden for us.
I'm watching because I'm queuing in the back, lights and stuff, and I'm just like,
what is
happening? Lights.
So there are only 2 times we get to watch the play.
Yeah.
In rehearsal, when we not in our scene, when it's like crunch time, we like, oh, they acting for real.
Yeah.
And when we play it back, so like behind the scenes, we like,
but
that's not watching the play.
And then we back laughing. They like, oh, y'all got the flower. We like,
and Rachel took care of props, so it's like,
It's like,
there was no flowers on here.
I just appreciate the cast and crew, man. You guys never know. We weren't beefing behind stage, but there's so much that went wrong or not timely, which went wrong.
Given in any production.
I thought they was gonna
fire me. Myself?
Group me. I was like, please don't fire me because my mic was at 11.
Oh yeah,
I was on curtain. It was time. I was like, my bad.
But I mean, it's to be given in any technology doesn't.
I was more nervous on curtains than I was on stage. I was just like,
I tell people all the time, curtains actually the.
Yeah.
If you open it,
you gotta be on cue. Yeah.
Too late.
It's like they still doing their lines. Why are you closing?
And that because then one of the cast members started like going before it was time to go. So B thought like, oh, I'm late, but he forgot that I said B, I would cue you.
Seen it,
but
we was trying to set up the set. And I told you when people was looking at me, I pushing Rachel.
I walked by and said, it's been a pleasure working with you. I'm
so grateful.
I'm whispering, yelling. Cause you know, baby, you can't.
No, Rachel is nasty, nice, sane. She is. No, it's cool. She's
nice, all together.
She's like, it's cool. Things happen. I mean, that shouldn't happen. But things happen.
Like, wow. But don't let it happen again.
So here's how the nice nasty say.
That is hilarious.
Okay, everyone, let's make sure our mic packs is on. But while she's saying it, she's checking mine.
You especially. I'm gonna say it.
You good.
She has the ability to encourage you, make you feel little, and find Jesus.
Okay.
And build you up. She's the ultimate goal.
No, she gonna encourage you.
I told y'all, listen.
She gonna encourage you to be better.
And the Lord, I'll take him along with me everywhere I go.
No, that's what's up.
Amen.
I'll lap him to my feet.
Absolutely.
Praise God.
Hey, we definitely had a good time.
Yes.
We missed something though.
Yeah.
Right?
We did.
We missed something.
Yeah.
Y'all had mistakes and hiccups.
We did too
on
today.
on stage.
And y'all didn't even know it. Look at that.
Right.
I saw
So
the list,
now,
so I saw what you missed.
Did you?
Go ahead.
Wait. What do you think we missed?
I don't want. I'm not gonna spill the beans.
wow.
Because it's 1, 2, 3. I'm 4 when necessary.
Okay. But wait. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So again, thank you.
I told y'all.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
But
if you've got to this part of the episode, I appreciate you personally.
Yes, thank you.
Right? I'm pretty sure my brother to the right of me appreciates you personally. We appreciate you even more if you would tap into these sponsors. Right? So this episode was sponsored by, let's see if she's going to catch me, Autumn Fresh Cleaning. We're cleaning as a feel to it, right?
Yes.
Holla at him. Holla at them. Because you say holla at me. Holla at us.
Yeah, holla at him.
Yeah, I can't say me, so I'm going to say yeah.
I mean,
so,
holla at
you believe,
us,
man.
Yeah. I mean, let me do the talking.
Who's doing the driving right now?
And we're also sponsored by I Believe.
Yes.
Yeah. I believe it's a lifestyle brand for anyone that believes in something greater than themselves, right? Yes. We got some summer merch dropping, already dropped. We're dropping more. I'm trying to get this 4th of July thing going. I got some teas that's supposed to be here a couple days from now. Yes. I got the tracking number. Everything is coming. However, exactly. But they're going for a very good price.
Okay.
Ooh. As well as we have a live show. We have a live show. Yes. Right? We have a live show that you can come in, sit in a chair, and you'll be able to see us live. Talk what we talk.
In color.
Yeah. Live and in color. We got a good topic. We got a good conversation for y'all. I believe we'll be there. Right? I have a special sale going on for the live show. Special sale going on for the live show. Get it at the live show.
$15
at the door.
Get you in.
Yes.
You can pre-purchase your tickets.
Mm-hmm.
You can cash app. You can give cash. Cash app is Our Opinion Podcast. Don't forget the money sign.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You will see.
I said yes, ma'am. I said yes, ma'am.
Now, let's get it together.
I said yes, ma'am.
Because you've been on the road today.
I said yes.
But you can look for our logo. Our Opinion Podcast.
Yeah.
It's a microphone. Our name, Our Opinion. Can't miss it. Hey, cash. Either one of us.
I tap in here. Hey, I'm going to do this, man. I was going to do the first 5. The first 10 people that show up at the door, I'm giving free bathroom cleaners, man. Yeah, you get a bathroom cleaner, man. First 10 people to show up at the door, write your name down. You pick the date. I'm cleaning the bathrooms for free. It's on me. Hopefully see y'all there. July 12th, man.
July 12th.
Yeah.
Doors open at 6:30.
Yeah.
Show starts at 7.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we got an enforcer.
Yeah, we definitely.
So be ready.
We definitely starting on time. Before we close out too, I'm gonna get Aymann Productions opportunity to kind of do his thing, man.
Oh, I just appreciate you guys for even having us on the podcast tonight. I pray that everybody that tuned in, if you haven't seen the Blended Family, that you're coming to see it. If you did see it, that you would send somebody and tell them, yo, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
And that's just for me, and I appreciate all of my cast. I thank everybody. Don't forget the tickets are on sale now.
Okay.
You can go on Eventbrite and get them. This is at 242 Community Church is out in Brighton, Michigan. So
carpool if you have to.
Yep, do that.
Saturday, August 30th.
Yep.
August 30th, Saturday.
We could have had some kind of shuttle or something, took people and did some good things like that. But
I got a surfer's license, so whatever you need, brother. I'm gonna need to be on payroll for that one, though. But I got it though.
Make sure y'all tip them.
I'll take that too. And before we go, man, I'm Anthony, aka Brandon, aka Anthony, aka Voice 1.
Hey, yo, I'm Voice 2.
And I'm Voice 3.
Easy.